phone right now. So I got this little area that I get to work with. Not probably going to be on too terribly long. I just kind of want to talk about respect and quality. I got a 801C peerless handcuff right here. These are usually made by and used by cops. Uh, there's ways to get it out of them. I'll probably show you that later. Possibly. I don't know what I'm up to. But I do have this. And this is something that I've kind of thought about for a long time. So I got to work on shackles a lot, and that was kind of neat, different kind of cuff. This is 801C hinged. Yeah, it's the same as this one right here. Oh, hey, Dilbert. I'm just jumping on, doing a little quick live and a little respect. Hey, and you're part of this too. Thanks, Dilbert, for being a shackleman. So, my attempt is just gonna put on all the locks that I got. All my master craps on. I got range number 3 master, 140 master, number 40 master, tubular. That one's kind of fun. It sucks, but I'll try to pick out of all of them. And I'm going to try to use something a little different this time too. It's part of the Shackleman kit, but it's not in the Shackleman kit because, well, boys do things for survival. So I got another 5 master lock, another 5 master lock, and another 5 master lock because I like number 5 master locks because they pop nice. I mean, it feels good. Might not be in frame at all times, but that's what these cuffs are for. So I'll hold this down. Let's try to get this conjangled mass out of here. Roll up the sleeves. Nothing on my sleeves. No Shackleman's got anything up his sleeves. Talk about Shackleman, Dilbert. I didn't know that you and Marmar were. And boy, man, that caught me off surprise when I was doing a live with you guys. I wasn't in there. Master number 5 is nice. Yeah, pop's nice. So back to my Shackleman surprise. They don't have a hole in the back because this is really expensive leather and you have to buy that crap. And if you wreck that crap, you got to take care of that crap that you wrecked. And this isn't crap. So inside here, I have all of them and everything, whatever came inside the Shackleman cuff kit. But I also have this little handy dandy lanyard because I was thinking of Dean P when I was talking about doing a little bit of survival and so on and so forth. And then I started thinking about it. Well, what about Coxie was talking about a pen. And then he was just talking about, you can shim out of stuff with a pen. So this is a zebra medium pen. Just that piece that you take out that clips into your little clippy part. You just pull it out. Well, I bent mine into a tensioner. So today, as of respect, I'm just going to kind of float around and see if I can pop all these with this mini ass tensioner. Why? No reason. Stu's not on. So I figured I'd give him something to look at if he has something to, want to watch. We have Oreo Cat, which is almost like Zoe the Cat. It's pretty neat. But this mini tensioner, I have to pick this up a little bit here. Get better grip on my tension. I got a snowman. It's a double ball. It's not a snowman. It's a double ball. Usually the first ball is that one didn't pop because it didn't really have anything to pop on. Let's see if we can get her again. No, it's not push our luck. Keep moving down the train, guys. All right, so I use a double ball on this one. This is another number 5 master. I'm a white belt, so I rake and I pick and I single pick. So this is just a snake. This is just a normal one divot down. Oh, excuse me. I guess it would be 2 divots down if you count the tip. We always count the tip, boys. And then one rivet on the top. So with this little guy, I mean, sometimes I can get stuff and sometimes I can't. I might be on here 10 hours. And that would be a bummer, Dilbert. But I couldn't be able to watch everything that's going on in the morning. But I just, I want to put a little respect out there for all the Shacklemen and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, you got to think about it. Like, you guys wake up, everybody wakes up. So, I mean, so that's a good thing. That's a great thing. You go to bed horizontal and you wake up vertical. That's damn great. But I mean, all the content, all the stuff they have to read. If there's contests, you have to go into the contest and you have to watch to make sure the guy wasn't doing something wrong, like he wasn't trying to cheat with a little mini cheater or something like that. I'm using a smaller tension in that pen tip. Well, excuse me, the pen metalling itself. Um, just I guess it would be the piece that holds on, so it would have to be not the extraction piece, but the pen top. So on the very pen top, I uh, I had found this, pick up trash and so on and so forth. Adam Mule, hi. We all say hi. Um, I just took it and I put it in a vise. The vise is over there, and I just bent it. Why did I bend it? Because, well, first off, I couldn't shove it inside. It was too thick to shove inside as a mini shim because, boy, I like mini shims. They're pretty neat. They're kind of neat to have. It's kind of neat to, mini Bic lighters, full Bic lighters, actually. If you take the top off, as you can see, mine's already gone. But if you take the top off and you pull it up and you pull it in, put it on a vise and you hammer the hell out of it, when you hammer the hell out of it, you're tempering it because it's, oh, you subbed, hey, thanks, kind sir. Or madam, no, Adam, yep, kind sir. Um, I originally came up with the mini shim because I was doing shackles because I got interested into shackles and cuffs and locks through Dean and Stu, Not Too Dead, and Dilbert's and Matt Locks and Lady Picks. Lady Locks. Lady Locks was like, well, I think it was originally Lady Locks, and then it was Pocket Woman I seen right after, and I couldn't find out who the heck that was, and I couldn't find anything about him. And then I started like, what the hell is all this stuff about? We could sport locks. We could go buy our own locks, buy our own picks, pick our own locks, put it on YouTube, and people support you? Man, that's pretty wild. All right, I'll give it a shot. So about 2, 3 months. Well, I'm about 3, 4 months into it right now, but 2, 3 to about 5 months ago, I started looking into lock sporting, lock spicking, lock this, lock that, and then I found out that it's not called lock picking. You're not a lock. You don't go around picking people's locks, so you're not, a lock master. You don't go around. You're not a locksmith. You don't get to go around and pick other people's locks. No, you had to buy your own locks. And when you buy your own locks, then you can wreck your own locks. Never touch anything that's not yours. Don't touch anything somebody else's. Don't get paid for anything that's not liable. And whatever you do, thanks, Adam, is right. Whatever you do, do not ever, ever, ever break rule number 2. If you don't know what rule number 2 is, look up L Lockpicking University, LPU. The LPU will tell you about everything you need to know. If you need to know about all these locks right here that I'm doing, even cuffs, because the LPU says it's not a belt. If it's not a belt, then why has it got a damn double lock? These locks don't have double locks. They got warded locks. But the warding is only to keep out the key perfectly to put in because you're supposed to use a key. So if you're a locksmith, you go in and you'd be like, okay, so it's 7352 key. And then I come in and I cut all my cuts and I put my key in and I put my blank in and I check it out and I'd go and I buff it up and I make sure it's nice and perfect each time. LPU rule 2 is weirdly Lady Lux. I know I watched that video and I bought these. These are mine. I have receipts. They're not in service. I'm servicing. They're not on a bench. They're not found anywhere weirdly. They're not hanging on anything to where they're locked, except for my stuff. I put this on my stuff. I locked this on my stuff because this was for the live today. I was just going to do this. And if I can get through all of them and then get into my cuffs, cool. If I can't, got that second pair of cuffs, so I can get into them. Ha. Whoa. if I get into them, I'd have to get out of them. Ha! I'll have to get out of them. Either way, doesn't matter. Yeah, but they're locked to the cuffs. That's why I'm trying to unlock them. I mean, I could just, Dilbert, we could take all of them off and then start playing with cuffs if you want, but that's up to the chat. That's not up to me. I'm only here to satisfy the needs of the mass. And the needs of the mass said, well, there wasn't too many lives going on. Everybody was doing difficult locks, and I can't do that. Hey, Western. Yeah, I did not. Rule number 2, handcuffs. I'm pretty sure you're not to be worried. Oh, yes. Well, I'll only have to worry if some moderator comes in, and then I got to worry if they're mad, and then I don't ask them if they're mad, and then I just walk away from everything, and I'm like, hey, man, this never happened. By the way, guys, I have the force. Watch this. You lick your hand and you put it there. I bet you guys moved. The force. It's a good move. Try it on Halloween. All the kids run. It's great. Okay, so what am I using? I am using a snake rake. Let's see if I can use something better that's going to jump at it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a quince rake, but it's a mini rake. That one came from the Misfit Tools out of my Shackleman Cuff Club set. And if you guys didn't start earlier, boys and girls, I am using a pen that I guess it would be just the tip of the pen from the pen top, that big metalwing piece. I went over to the vise and bent it over for a tension bar. Just for today, just for fun, just to do things. I mean, if you're gonna make a tool, you're gonna have fun and you're gonna relax. You might as well do something. Oh, laugh! Oh, did I wave? Yeah, I suppose. Yes. This is not the hand you want to be licked by. But yeah, I was forcing a lot of this stuff open this afternoon, and I kind of bent it up a little bit. But man, if I can get through a few of these, that would be okay. I already picked off one. That was a number 5. That was this poor little dirty bugger. This was number 1 that I ever bought. Number 2 I ever bought. Number 3, Master 5 I ever bought. The tubular number 40. Yes, number 40. And then the 140. The 140 is really weird. I mean, I almost want to take and make a bypass for it because I feel that it's a double ball. And if it's a double ball, I can learn a different shim. That'd be a pretty cool thing. Just even if it's a master, it's still a shim is a shim. Off is off. It's still pretty fun. Gosh dang it. Yeah, this is they're all different bidding too, and they're just because they're all number 5s doesn't mean they're all the same bidding. I looked at the keys. I got the keys over there in the box, way behind me over there. But yeah, in the box there's all the keys for everything. I have keys for everything, so everything works except for this guy. If you stick every pick you own in this one master lock, you can open it anywhere you want, anyhow you want. My favorite is with where'd the poor little snowman go? The double ball. The double balls. And this is just a mini tensioner today. So I'm just doing it for fun. But I mean, I love the pop. The pop is so good. That poor little number 5 just gives. I don't know. I shouldn't be beating it that bad, but the key doesn't work anymore, so I'm never gonna ever part with that thing because I can't do it for a challenge. But I love to cut this in half, make a nice little cutout on it because it's just laminated press anyway. I mean, all I have to do. It's not the binding is definitely important. Oh no, the bidding is definitely not. Yeah, the bidding. Excuse me. Not the biting, it's the bidding. Do the bidding. But it'd be neat to make that a cutout because, I mean, Master Lock, I mean, they're, all right, we'll just say it. They're the walkie-talkie of Radio Shack. You know, I mean, like, you can go in and go out and do everything. So you can see that this one's fighting me pretty darn hard. So I'm just going to move on to the next one. I don't cry. I go for comfort locks. If the comfort lock don't open, well, gosh darn it, I'll get a new comfort lock. Let's see if I can put this in there. Yeah, and they're kind of a little bit weird. Each each turn with this tension bar. Oh, I think I'm putting too much tension because it's so bad. Is Sushi in here? Sushi did an amazing one just like that. Oh yeah, he did. Yep, yep, you're right. He did too, kind sir. Oh, mayonnaise. That's another thing. Mayonnaise, there's a lot of shy locks in here. It's not the shy lock, it's the guy making the lock shy. I know. That's why cuffs are easier. They don't get shy. They just get locked. Now think of this. You put your poor little arm in there and you got your arm stuck in there. And this master lock can't get me out. What in the hell? Okay, so just out of a shy bet. I mean, just a shy bet. I mean, I'm holding two things in my hand. I don't even think I want to wreck any of these, even though I just made this today. But I mean, with this Checkman set that I got, I have been running through it. I even picked up some greyhounds, greyhound, oh yeah, elephant trunks. But any hoozle, the elephant trunks fit right inside these cuffs like a son of a gun. They float right inside. Well, I better pull out a number. I can't use a 20 which would be a 5. I have to use a 6, which is a 25, I do believe. And is this the bent up, beat up one? Nope. I have 2 of these, 2 greyhounds, for the same reasoning, for one beating in the cuffs and one for the locks only. So if I don't have the ones for the lock, I'll have to use the one. Oh, here it is. There you are, nice and beat up. Oh, it's not too terribly beat. I mean, I'm gonna buy more. I'm gonna buy more eventually. Craziest things is with this is what was that? The trunks are nice. No, that's the medium trunk. That's the original medium trunk before he got his dog legs, before he got everything else. So I got the original medium. And this is a 801C hinged, obviously. Always buy chain, boys and girls. Never buy hinge. Hinge is twice as hard. Well, it's not twice as hard, but it's twice as rigid. Rigid, you'll find out what heck means when you go to put one on. I own just about half. Oh yeah, I know. It's good. It's good. If you own half his stuff, then he knows where to look for it, right? That's what I say. So I got holes out, because this would be holes in. But now what happens if you goof up and you put holes in and you put one hand sideways? Just say if you put one hand sideways. I'm not saying I'm locked in here, guys. I'm just saying what happens if you do that. And then you're in a quandrum, because now you can't reach one side because one side has nothing on it and you can't pick out of it. Now you got to trust your NOLA hand, which is left-handed. So I'm in the screen. I'm right-handed. This is left-handed. I have to use my NOLA hand, which is awesome because I like watching NOLA stuff. So I understand exactly what he's doing, but he is so much more better at left-handed stuff than I am. I don't really understand the whole concept of trying to figure out right hand, left hand, but right hand, left hand is pretty cool. Oh, Dean P. That's at postmodern contemporary art. Well, handcuff art, I guess it would be. That is when your pick gets stuck inside, so said hole hangs on to and makes some kind of art or deformation when you're pulling it off your hands. So back to these guys. This morning I woke up. It was a pretty good day. I went to work. I'm doing stuff. I'm on lives, listening to people. And I've seen Gilbert this morning. No, possibly seen Dizzle. I don't know who I seen this morning. I was on something. But anywho, so I was working and I had my ear set on, so I just put it to live, and it said it was live, and it said lock pickers, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is pretty cool, you know. So lock picking, whatever. So and it popped over to Mountain Mick, and I had a whole bunch of different lives, and I asked my boss, I go, hey, boss man, can I? Does it matter to you if I like listen to lives today? And he's like, well, as long as you got your earpieces in, I don't give a fuck what you do. And I was like, oh, god damn it, I'm gonna buy an elephant on your fucking property. You know, I'm gonna raise it and I'm gonna call it Teddy. I don't know. He's like, well, you can do anything you want on video, but just don't do anything on my bank account. That's all. Okay, okay. So I'm watching or well listening, and I hear a tool that you always carry with you, no matter how basic it is and no how strong it is, no matter how weak it is. It's always with you. And it's this right in between. It's your goddamn brain. It's your goddamn brain. I didn't know that. Fucking kidding me? I'm carrying out this like kick ass conversation about all these other different things in this whole world. And I find out that we got new shacklemen, we got old shacklemen, we got uh, people that work on things and do this and do that and pop locks and pop pop cuffs and so on and so forth. And then I'm starting to think about it. I'm like, holy crap. They have dedicated so much freaking time to us, these newbies, these guys, us, me. Hey, Justice Universe, enjoy your day. I hope you're having a good day. Hi. And so we go there and we practice all these things and we show all these things and you know and these guys are out there doing you guys, you know, Dilbert and everybody else is out there, you know, making real life choices, you know, and showing hard things and showing what stickers are and showing what badges are and showing all what um, showing what your community can do for you. This, you know, this community, holy crap! I'll tell you one dang thing. There's a community of lock pickers, lock sporters that have an LPU. That is Lockpicking University. And they talk about everything. I mean, from every lock to everything. Doesn't matter what they are. Doesn't matter what they are. They just go through them and they just literally just tell you about every lock, every weight, how much it weighs, how much it could weigh. It could weigh this, it could weigh that, you know, and then how much this color is, and how much that color is, and everything about every lock. They have every detail written down. The reason they have every detail written down is because they've taken their time, looked, watched, and read. So you got all these people and they're look, watching, and reading. But what about the, you know, what about the other people? You know, I mean, like that practice handcuffs. I mean, like there's a double lock. That's gotta be pretty tough to take off. And then there's also the shackles. That's pretty tough to take off. And then there's certain locks. You know, I'm just picking all white locks here, except for, well, I guess my cuffs are white locks. The LPU says, I guess, I guess. Well, there's no belt for them. I guess there's no belt for locks. But today I was watching a lot of lives and I've seen all these different shacklemen doing things and a couple other things and discords and stuff like that and everything. And I was just reading and reading. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You gotta you gotta dive as deep as you can into a lock to see what it is. You know, and I grew up into a proficient family. My dad was very, very militant because of being in the military. But his branch was Army, so he never told me anything. He'd always make me find out on my own or ask others. You know, if I didn't ask him, it wasn't a thing. It never was a thing. Oh, you didn't ask me. Why the hell didn't you ask me? Oh, there is? Oh man, I'm gonna have to read more. Sorry, Dilbert. Oh, I guess I was wrong, and I will take back my poor little Marky membrance. There is all kinds of belts on the lock LPU. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Well, locks, yes. Cuffs, no. That's what I was asking about is why is there I couldn't find anything on cuffs. My cuffs were like it seemed it said nothing was anything. Oh, there's that little mini um Zebo tension bar you just made. I don't know. Cuffs nuts. Yeah, I don't understand why. I mean, I really wish. Oh, I got a couple more. Let's try this 140. I bet you this one would be okay. This is a weird one. When I get it, I get no core rotation and it just drops. So it must be dead core then? Or I guess. A dead core? I don't know. I don't understand. And I think it's at the very back or the very bottom on this one. I can't remember. I played with too many 140s already. I don't remember exactly where this one was supposed to be. And these are my locks. I just pick up somebody else's lock if they ask me, oh, yeah, I just got a new lock, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to be using it for a while or nothing. And I'm like, okay, hey, can I buy it from you? So I pick up a lock or two or whatever here and there. Go to my general store. I'm like, hey, guys, you guys got new any locks or whatever? No, Marky, we only got freaking masters. Okay, well, masters is, I guess. So I go to my lock picking buddy's house here. He's a locksmith. Um, there's a few that change up. See, no, that's weird. There's that no core rotation, but the shackle pops. So I know I'm doing the right thing, and I can feel it. Oh, broke picks! Because there are a few changes up in the design. Oh, I suppose, yeah. That's a weird one though. I really broke. We're just I'm a white belt, so I pick white belt stuff and play with checkers. Eventually, sometimes I drink, but it's from my buddy's fridge, and I know he watches the live. So, hey Nick, Bobbers, let's steal a beer. See, if I tell on myself right away, then I can't get in trouble. Well, I can get in trouble too. I still can. But I left some monies in his beer box, so it's okay. Oh, who we got? Radio oh, Rod Ryo. Rod Ryo. Hi. I don't know. I'm pretty good at linguistics, but not really good at logs. Apparently, I still have two number fives here and still a number three. I haven't even touched that number three yet. But yeah, and I'm gonna have to grab a ye old Gerber from ye old box of funds. That's where I keep all my locks. I keep them in a huge. I'm a cook, so well, I'm a prep cook and cook. If they ask me to cook, I cook. But I have it in a coarse grind pepper box. All my locks smell like. I know you're not supposed to smell locks, but they smell like pepper. Boy, I keep everything away, man. It's nice because it's dry, so it keeps them all dry. I mean, I mean, I get a little pepper on my cuffs ain't gonna kill me. It's way better than getting any kind of water on there or resistance inside there. Man, locks. I've seen two two of my locks only have it, and the 140's got it. That's that little button right there. That's not a button for like, oh hey look, I can pop it open. No man, that's your train because they're outdoor locks. Outdoor locks don't get love. They get drains. They don't get any love. Maybe Houdini's juice, I guess. Well seasoned cups. Yes, yes, Dilbert. I told you I like cooking. I like cooking a lot, so I I have fun with my life a little, so yeah, it's okay. So yeah, I wanted to give a little bit of love out and a little bit of Shackleman love out and a little bit of respect back to all the community that has subbed up and I mean I can't do lives without 50 people or more, and you guys got me all there. Like I wasn't even close. I mean, I had like 7 or 8 left. Oh, see, now this is a weird core. I didn't. I either overset the pins or underset the pins, but either way, off is off, on is on. Turn that back again. So we got 4 out of 6. Yeah, 4 out of 6 is pretty fun. I think I can't get the rest of these for a moment here because I'm just bending the Jesus out of this. I gave it as much love as I can. Now I'm almost about as taco as I can. I keep bending it back. I mean, I keep bending it back and try. But yeah, I figured I'd make a tool today. So I went to the Vice and I found a zebra pen cap. The metal piece for the cap would be a little bit longer, and I just bent it down, made a tension bar, picked the shit out of I guess 4 different master locks, a number 5, number 40 tubular. They're kind of fun, you know. I mean, it's just kind of fun to get your pick on again. Number 3, I just did that. Number 140, yeah. I mean, to me, learning new traits, new tricks is things. So now, keep in mind, you can see this little tension bar. It's pretty thick. It's got its own stuff. You know, it's pretty beat up. I had to hammer it all down to make it today. When I was talking about cuffs and stuff. Oh, Marmar. Oh boy. Yeah. So I was talking about cuffs and such. Um, Oh, this tension tool. It seems to me like every freaking tool that I make always ends up turning into the same tool but a different tool. So I took Bic lighters and I ripped out the safety on them. And I was like, to hell if I'm ever gonna get caught stuck in a freaking cuff again when I can shim my ass out and have no damn problem. So I bought the Shackleman cuff set and let's see if I can pop that one out of there and get all these locks off there. Poor little guys. They didn't even get to open them. I feel sorry. Oh, poor guys. So I got inside the Shackleman cuff kit this morning. I had made a little tension bar. And I was like, yes, I know before you guys even yell at me. Yes, I cut the leather. Yes, I understand. When you buy things that's yours, you can't return them. Don't worry, I'm never going to return these sons of bums. I love them. But now I have my tension bar up there at all times. If I want to just close it, I can close it. But then if I want my tension bar, I got a mini tension bar just sitting right there. Of course, there's other tension bars in there too and such, but you know, it's fun. We got a whole bunch of different things, you know, like you can do. But the respectable deal is that I originally got in here because of NTD and Lady Locks. She got me into kind of like locks, you know, and I was just getting into everything about a couple months back ago, and I didn't know anything. I literally didn't know anything about cuffs. And I'm watching Sudini, and he's doing his stuff, and watching Not Too Dead, and then I see Deadlocks, and he's got this magical book, raw, and all of a sudden it opens, and I'm like, well, dear God, that'd be great. And then I run into Coxie. Well, that's when the trouble happened for a minute. I'm watching Coxie videos. I'm watching all their videos, and I'm like, dear God, this would be kind of fun. I think this would be great. I think, you know what? I think I got a little bit of fire wielding panda freaking Studini slash Coxie slash Dean P slash everybody's flair would be kind of fun to have. And then you start thinking about it and you're like, holy crap, can you really even do that? Like, can you, in Minnesota, can you buy your own picks? Oh, you can. Can you sport your own shackles at any time you want? Oh, you can. Well, that's pretty neat. Well, let's see here. Well, can you take the holes and be out and shim out? Well, I suppose if you made like a shim, but what happens on hinged? Oh, wait, boys and girls, if you can't turn. So if you can't turn them and you put them towards you, how are you gonna get out of that? That's not cool, dude. Like, hey, bro, man, like, stole my bike. So I went over to the Vice and I smashed after watching a whole bunch of Stew stuff and Not Too Dead stuff and Coxie stuff. I went to my my Bic lighter and I took the safety out because I needed to take the safety out because it wasn't running right. And to make it run right, I pulled the safety out and I looked at it and I'm like, holy crap, that's some really good metal. That pop metal isn't really bad at all. And I was like, that's actually really good shimmable metal. And then I started looking at it and I was like, wow, you can really hide that. You can put that anywhere. You can take off your head, throw it in the back, right in the Velcro. You can take it, yeah. You can put it in your shoe, you can put it in your sock, you can put it in your friend's sock, whatever. As long as they ain't bitching, nobody's gonna care. But I'm telling you, it's kind of neat. Like it's a so I was watching an Easter episode and a couple other episodes, and the boys had a whole bunch of different like neat things, and I watched really hard, and I can do some of the fun things they do, but I can't do all the fun things they do. I mean, if I'm gonna do behind the back, I can see. I can't see it, but if I double up, then I can do behind the back, no shimming or shimming, no problem. I can't do it on do it behind your back, double lock both of them. I can unlock double locks. We'll see if I can here. Let me get this out of here so they don't have such a conglomerated mess. I know I went from locks to cuffs. I know. Darn kid, boy, that escalated fast. We went from food to locks to cuffs right away. Yeah, well, um, so I'm gonna have to get a better key than just a short key, but that's the key because it's a son of a gun to lock it. So I have one locked, one unlocked. Yeah. So at any point in time, it wouldn't matter to me that I can just do, and then pop out of this one, and then I can get to the key. The key. But we don't have to get to the key because, well, we have the Shackleman Cuff Cup. So I'm just going to go to it real quick here. I'm going to check. That's a 4mm. I don't want a 4mm. 4mm, I'm looking at 4mm would have been 16? 16 at a Girls Sunday. 16. There's another 16. Do I have it out? Oh, yeah, they're both out right there. 6mm's. So for me to get this out, I could whack attack it, of which you can, but you'll have very numb nerves for quite a long time. Every shackleman or anybody that knows that plays with cuffs knows that with Peerless, the double lock, you can smack it really hard. These are 801Cs. They're the same as 700s. They all have the same simplistic problem. But if you whack it hard enough, it's going to hurt the beast out of your little hands. So what they came up with that? They had to come up with learning how to take it out. My next challenge is with paper clips, and I don't have any gosh damn paper clips. That's something I was going to buy. Did I just already pop it? Nope. Nice try. So, yeah, paper clips is the next. That's P1, P2, P3, P4, Peerless 5, Peerless 6 is, I do believe, paper clips. Faked you out. Oh, Matt's Lock Shop. Oh my gosh, Josh. I even gave you a little holler there, kind sir. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people that I know that I'm just learning all the Shackleman's names. I mean, one has one name, one has another name. Ooh, there we go. So now that I got that double lock off, boys and girls, I can shim, or well, excuse me, pick right out of it. There's some more contemporary modern art. Don't ever do that. That's the oh no spot. Don't do that. We don't like that. Oh, it happens to all of us. My name's Always the same. I don't know why. Stu said Marmar the very first time, and I've never not heard it any other part. Your name is beautiful, and they love it too. Don't worry. As they say, it's no problem. Stu always say he's like, "Oh wait, Marmar's here. I gotta leave." But we don't get to leave right away. I mean, I we were missing a live. Somebody had to do a live. I was playing with cuffs. I figured, what the hell? I mean, it ain't going. I'm not going nowhere for a little bit here. I got to go back home here in a little bit. Probably in about 5 hours or 4 hours or something like that. He does. He loves you. You know that. Gosh darn it. He doesn't like to swear at you. Gosh darn it. I know he loves you. But I mean, this is part of the Coxie Shim set. Well, that's part of the Greyhound Shim set. Elephant trunks, gotta love them. Medium size elephant trunks. Man, Greyhound nailed that too. Coxie nailed these. Let's see if I can pull another one out. So we got he was explaining to me because there's three different sizes. And you look at it, actually, it's two different sizes. Excuse me, two identical and then two identical also. But he gave us keys and stuff like that too. So this this wider piece with this guy, these guys are the same. These wider pieces, yeah, oh, that's a little better. Boy, that really hits nice. But I bend the snot out of it. This is thicker because it's an actual pick, just by hand, not by length or by width or diameter itself. And then the backside, I mean, this is just a thrifty keep inside yourself. An everyday carry, easy bend, easy back out bend. This again is the pick. The pick you can. I'm a heavy-handed child, so I touch a lot of things a little harder than most people. Gosh dang it, and I bend them quicker. But so I had to learn all these new little neat little tricks that this little bag had. This little bag has, well, I had to put a bobby pin in there because you gotta double down, Bobby. God dang it, dang it. Oh yeah, hey, there's one in there already bent. Dang it, Bobby, right now. I hope. I hope. Let's see here. I put a little crick on it. Just Bobby pin with a little crick on it. Oh, there it is. You can see it better that way, I think, in dividend into my finger. Let's see if I can get in there. Okay, just making sure I wasn't very fun and double lock myself again because I do that sometimes. Because I've been challenging myself to do more double locks because if you only do single locks and you only get a small bravado to your brain, you can't really get the whole bravado. The whole bravado would be if you're double locked, you're locked. Say if I put my finger inside one of these and I couldn't get it out, that's the same thing as this. If I can't get this off, how am I going to get this off? You got to start using the thing in between. The thing in between just says it's just a small little place. Use your eyeballs. If you got squinty eyeballs, you can use them. Let's see here. My left hand is so beautiful. Nola would love me for my left hand. Oh, come on, left hand. Be better. Yeah. But I mean, that's just dang it, Bobby. Now this is 3 months of me trying to figure out all the encumbrance of um jumping on Discord, jumping on lives, learning from locks. I mean, I'm learning other locks besides, white belts. I've learned into Schlag and I'm learning into more Schlag. And eventually I'm going to learn into Yale and then I can jump into Yale locks. Pedal locks, it's for the most part, and then back into like deadbolts and stuff like that. And then eventually I get rid of my little hinged and I'll get 801Cs, or well, I'll get 700 chains, something that's actual more Shackleman like, so you got more or less movement because Lord God knows, these don't scare me no more. moving your hands and not being able to move your hands, knowing which way it is or not knowing which way it could be, that doesn't scare me anymore. All because of one little tool. I learned this little mini Bic, this little mini shim, all from watching Stu and Coxie and Not Too Dead and the rest of you boys and girls. It was just great. Like, I didn't know anything about locks. I didn't know anything about, you know, I knew before because I worked into a vacation rental house and 124 vacation rental houses, um, which was part of one resort, and then another two resorts were different houses and stuff like that. So I know different locks, how to gut stuff and so on and forth like that to be reliable with my own gutting, with my own money, buying my own locks. Now that's a different story, kids. When somebody hands you a $350 lock to $450 lock and they say install it, you install the damn bastard. Man, there's no fucking around. I mean, like, you can eat your sandwich and install it. You cannot eat your sandwich and install it. It needs to be installed. That's all at the end of the day needs to be done. Say somebody loses something for the key for the door or something like that, and you have to come back in and you have a deadbolt, and say your next door neighbor's got that same key and you don't want your next door neighbor in, you're still going to install the same deadbolt. You're just going to have them rekey it. You know, it's going to be a different key binding. It'll, instead of being like 1 2 3 4, it's going to be 1 2 3 8. So 1 2 3 4 key doesn't freaking fit in there unless you put a little rubber on there and hit it with a whack hammer. And that's the only way to make it either a bump key or a pull key. I'm understandingly kind of correct on that. Might be wrong. I don't know. But I know that when people do stuff to like ward out other people's agenda, it's called being a good neighbor. Stay the fuck over there. That's all I know it's called. But I've seen this really neat one on I think it was Lady Locks that was talking about it. It was it's some kind of hook. All right, you take the hook and any lock or whatever, and you go like this, and you just put it straight in, and then you lift up and you pull out. Now this has got a hook inside it that came off the hook inside the tool. I think that's pretty cool. I think they called it a harpoon. I can't remember exactly, but oh man, that was pretty cool. That takes away all you have to have the same tool to take it in, to pop it out, to take out the warding that already has warding in it. So you're basically warding it from any kind of burglar, or say you're out in the woods and you don't go to your cabin a lot, you can put that in there and that little harpoon will stay in there, and it renders the key useless and anybody else that is trying to pick it useless. I do believe, unless tell you have one key. So that is another cool thing. I went out and I learned a whole bunch of single picking. Single picking's pretty fun. Raking's pretty fun. Um, when choosing a tool, just choose a tool that fits in your hand and works. If it doesn't work, ask why it doesn't work. If it's not made for that kind of whatever, bitting or binding, or the keyway itself, or if it feels like it jams because it's like halfway through, it might be too thick, might be too thin, might be not the right size, might be a warded lock. All these things, bypass tools, and you can use as, yeah, you can. Yes, you can, Dilbert. Yes, you can. Yep. And that's another thing I was gonna make. I was gonna, with my double ball, I think I have like three double ball shackles. I was gonna start making bypasses. Yeah, I think it was it the harpoon. Man, it's crazy. It goes in and it locks in, and then you take your tool up and you pull it out, and then to go back in, you have to relock it in your tool, and then you pick it up and then you take it out, and then boom, lock is good. But till then, lock is useless. I think that's pretty cool. It shows to me that knowledge versus stateability versus tools versus consumer is all in one redirected area. So if a consumer knows that they're going to be out way into the boonies and they don't know how to stop anything, oh, lockout keys. Is that what they are? Lockout keys. Well, Matt would know. He's smart like that. That's truth. Yeah, lockout keys. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and you'd have to they have some kind of like beautiful thing that goes inside and gets inserted and then stays there till the beautiful thing goes back inside, opens it up and takes it off, and then you can use the key again. But yeah, I think that'd be pretty neat for like locking out your cabin. Up here in Minnesota, we try not to lock out our cabins because we got such bad winters that if somebody's stuck out in the woods, the Lord be it, if somebody's ever stuck out in my woods and they're that far out into the woods and they're that remote and they're that desperate, I leave my door open. I'm bad like that. I'd rather have somebody have a fire, light, a radio. It just little stereo that turns on and it's on one station. It says stay on station. Weather comes on every couple hours. Pretty much it'll tell you all where you are, what you're at. And the only reason for that is because on my land it's all magnetic. Uh, oh, I guess it would be slate rock. So iron ore. Yeah, it's all iron ore. So basically, the compass sits there and spins. So if you look out and you look this way, you're like, oh, that's east, that's north, that's west, that's south. And if you lose your bearing, you're fucked. Yeah, there's a lot of distress calls and a lot of people that get life lighted out of places and a whole bunch of other different things. It's crazy in my eyes that when you have a tool, but you don't use the biggest tool, it's the scariest. Like I literally don't know how that book is how I don't know how they do that magic book. That magic book is I don't know. I'm gonna die over that. I'm gonna die over that. Um, do I have it with me? Um, yeah, it's in the car. Gosh darn it! And I'm not gonna run to the car because I'm on live. I got my night watch patch. I'm pretty goddamn happy about that. I can't give it away. I can't sell it, and I'll never, ever, ever give it to anybody besides me when I die. I had gotten that, but I'm trying to share it with you guys. It's the only reason I'm doing this live is kind of like I'm really bad in emotional and also shyness. I got verbal diarrhea. That's easy, but to be shy, I mean, it's a big thing. It's a hell of a deal. But yeah, I learned from all you guys that everything that you guys have taught yourself, you have taught everybody else everywhere. I'm reading chats and I'm reading the same um, beautiful um, poetry sent to me in a different form, sent to them to make them understand certain something. And it feels great. I mean, like, you guys got a great community. I don't think anybody ever should do anything nefarious or stupid, because if they do, that's on them, man. We have all these warnings. We have everybody always watching. I mean, rule number two goes pretty damn big, and it's also pretty damn vague. But yeah, no matter what you do, don't touch things that aren't yours. Yeah, yeah, but you laugh when you put Newhouse in the freaking cuffs. That kind of made me laugh, but that didn't make him laugh. So it's okay. Hence the verbal diarrhea. I just continual talk on about things and forget what I'm up to. But yeah, I haven't played with a cuff in 5 minutes. I'm really sorry, guys. I haven't talked about food in 5 minutes. I'm really sorry, guys. But respect and props. I mean, like, for you guys to go out and come out on lives, for you guys to do drawings, for you guys to have giveaways, for you to allow us, everybody, the anybody, UK, anybody, everywhere. anywhere on this world just to jump on YouTube and be like, hey man, like, had a rough day. I want to talk about it. Yeah. So we go through locks and you guys are talking about it. We don't have therapists, we have friends, and our friends have cuffs. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I mean, you know, oh, oh, Matt does do. He does. It's tough. I mean, I watch. I understand. Like, I get it. Like, um, if you want to talk, like, I'm pretty about as awkward as I could possibly be on a live. I just ramble about things. I'm no, name brand. I'm not saying anybody's name or nothing like that. I have, I have picks that were handed down to me, and Stu said, "Hey, if you guys ever want to learn anything about shrink wrap, well, and to get a better comfort," and I'm like, "Oh, fuck yeah, thanks, Stu." And then I started looking into his stuff, and they're doing a whole bunch of cuff things, and I was like, "Well, I mean, I can do cuff things if I need to, if I had them, if I wanted to, but I think it'd be really good. I mean, it would make my friends that I support happy that I'm trying to support them by letting them support me, kind of weirdly. I don't know. It's like a give and a take weird relationship with handcuffs and locks and so on and so forth. But I think not being like a moderator or um, um, content creator or any of that weird stuff or anything like that, just to be a lock supporter, just come out and be like, hey man, uh, you just come out and you just do your things and stuff. And some people, I mean, just like, yeah, you gotta buy this, you gotta buy that, you gotta buy this, you gotta buy that. The only thing you gotta buy is my gosh damn bullshit for like what, 56 minutes and 52 seconds. Like, I don't try to justify anybody, and I try not to push any buttons, and I try not to make sure that anybody has a bad day. Oh, think I'm a fast reader. Ah, yeah. No matter what we do in our life, we're always going to be a little bit broke. We wake up in the morning, we're a little bit broke. Why we didn't drink enough water? Why we didn't have enough food? Why we didn't have enough sleep? Why we didn't think enough? Why we got up grumpy? I don't know. Why you didn't get up on the right side? Should have got up on the left side. Why isn't everybody left-handed? I don't know. Why all locks don't open? I don't know. 42 is the answer. That's all I freaking know. 42 is always the answer for everything. I don't know. But I do know a couple things that I mean, like if we just keep going and have a little bit of fun and we progress in our skills and our knowledge and our humanity, each day is going to be better. We're going to learn about a bobby pin each day or a paper clip each day. I just learned that a paper clip can open up a padlock. So said Rock out with his lockout. And I I'm pretty damn happy that he can. I really wish someday I can. That'd be beautiful. Till then, it's a beautiful story, boys and girls. We just got pancakes and waffles in the morning. That's all we got. Oh, we got anything you want, I guess. Yeah, if they're not available on the third, that's right. Absolutely. Yeah, your lives are different. There's different I mean, your ken of locksmithing versus um my ken of locksmithing is my ken is I only have masters that I can buy till later eventually get into things. And then I might be able to banter a little better with you and not look so buffoony, sticking needle things up my nose. Yes, I don't know. But I mean, cuffs is I got that. I know this. I know these little buggers. I just know that when you get when you get absolutely put into these, and you're the one who's putting these on. If you think about it, it's the same thing as a white belt, and you think of it as a master lock. You can get out. You don't have to worry. It's the same thing as working on a master lock. You're like, hey, it's not on me. It's not in me. I don't have to worry. If I have to worry, then, then I'll be locked forever. But I don't have to worry too terribly much because I understand a lot of things and I listen to you guys. So it's kind of neat, all these mentorships. I mean, from Mountain Mick and Broke Bix and everybody else doing just like Dog Pack and then Discords and Shacklemans and just from top to bottom. I mean, it's great. Like today, right before a live, I just got done. I I messaged Dean P. I know, whatever. I don't know. Anywho's, you don't usually supposed to talk to legends unless the legends talk to you first. So anyway, I shot Dean P first originally a message, and then he shot me one back, and I was like, all right, I waited at least like a week. Like, I shouldn't be too hyper. I should be able to write something short, something easy. Fucking 2 pages late. I'm like, dear God, no, fuck. Well, at least I understand. I try to, I get a little too damn hyper, but boy, just to talk to somebody like one of our challenges was what the heck was it? The Twin Peaks giveaway. Was it Twin Peaks giveaway where you talk about who you'd like to meet as like a lockpicker or who you've already met. Well, I have a locksmith. I'm at a locksmith's house right now. If I go down in the basement, Matt, it's 35 feet, straight keys, all blanks, names, dates, s- all spreadsheet top to bottom, and that's just one side is Schlag, the other side's Yale, the other side's automotives. Guy is good. I mean, like when I gravitate towards things, I like to gravitate as hard as I possibly can and find the greatest that I can when I find things. So Arrowhead Locksmithing, I don't see any of his. They must be all outside. He has like 3 or 4 different signs, and they all got a big key on there. So it's kind of neat. But uh, he literally just he'll take you under the wing, and he said he doesn't take a lot of people under the wing, and he's almost retiring, and I asked him, if he could teach me, the best I could, in the least amount of time that I can. If I can't, I'm gonna do the best I can. Oh, good bro, you can. Oh yeah, yes you can, Matt. And so I went down there, and one day I was just talking to him like I don't know, like 10 years ago or something like that, and I was talking to him, and he said, "Yeah, if you want to learn this and this and this," and I didn't take him seriously, and then like about 5 6 months ago, I come up to him, I tell him, "Hey, I see you got some handcuffs on the wall up there. The last rider didn't make it so well. He had to get hand uncuffed. This is the first one that I went. Oh, Marissa is on the Discord, I do believe. Uh, the original rider did not make it. he had to he had to cut out, and then the other guy shimmed him out. So I double locked this so nobody can put this on. But with peerless cuffs, these are 801. These are not 801Cs. These are just model 801. So I can unlock them. But that's the power of having knowledge. If the next person see, like, I always leave it wide open so nobody can get hurt. So if they want to be dumb and put their hand in there, they can. But then I make sure I lock it so nobody can get hurt. You know, I may do dumb stuff, but I don't want anybody else doing dumb stuff because this is what happens when you do dumb stuff. So the locksmith that actually it was one of his kin that had done that, but yeah, um, we don't usually let anybody play with anything dumb around here. It's we always do the right things, and if you can do anything bad, you probably aren't going to get taught anything around here in the locksmithing community that I'm part of, and part of the community that you guys are part of. So always rule number 2. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, don't do it. Whatever it is, just don't. Go rule number nothing. Rule number zero, just don't even don't just obey by everything. That's all I know. Rule number two in Lady Lux was still kind of in the very. I watched the video and I'm still kind of getting. I don't know, but the whole deal about me jumping on live was to tell everybody that, hey man, thanks for getting me here, guys. Thanks for letting me pop locks and also fail. Dean's favorite thing to do is watch somebody fail, and I failed on two locks out of the uh, six out of the six that I had. So two out of six uh, failed, but the cuffs don't fail. I hope you guys have a good day. I've been on for an hour and 5 minutes just babbling. I think I took like 4 breaths. So yeah, it should be pretty good for the rest of the night. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I hope you guys drive safe and have fun. Relax good and eat food. If you got food, eat it. If not, just go right to bed. Damn it. Do I have any rakes, Gilbert? Yeah, I got rakes. I got I got some misfit rakes. Oh, I got not so many rakes. Let me see here. I got well, that's the multi-key. Oh gosh darn it. That's rakeable. I mean, that's kind of rakeable. But then you got the quints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I got the quints misfit. So these are mini, and I put them together. And this is a Botica. Anyway, this is a really nice rake pick also at the same time. Then I just got the snake rake. And then everybody gets them wrong. The double ball, which is the snowman. Yep, I don't have too many rakes. I rake a little the best I can. I also made a rake or two. I don't know if that counts for anything. On a zip ties, if that counts. I made fake rake. Does that count? Oh man, you guys have a total world. We're always in every world. And then I got my blank here. I haven't made a rake out of it yet. This is a windshield wiper, old school, good metal. You know, I like just dinking around. Like I said, today I went around. So I found that metal piece from that zebra medium pen, and I just bent it for a tension bar and picked 4 out of the 6 white belt master locks. I wish I would have picked all 6, but I didn't. But then also a master, or well, it's not a master. This is a Bic lighter shim. Gosh, golly, it's so hard to rock and roll. There you go. With the hands away from it. I don't know why I keep making things into L's or I mean, I made a tension bar today. That was only for into respect because I mean I didn't get to watch Stu's live or nothing today, you know, and he was kind of feeling bummed out. So I kind of did some stuff and then I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna jump on. I think for a fact that if he catches this, he might feel happy about it. And I mean, I'm trying, you know, I'm just trying. I jumped on a couple lives. Oh, I jumped on Brooks today. Yeah. Oh, just yesterday. But I wanted to make sure that everybody's. I'm going around making sure the community isn't dinking around. I want to make sure that everybody's happy. You know, it's just kind of it's one of my horrible philosophies in life. If I can't be knowledgeable, I'm gonna be happy. Damn it. And even if I'm dumb, I'm still gonna be blissfully damn happy now. Damn it. I'm gonna be hungry. I'm always hungry. I don't know what the hell I'm always hungry for, but I always am hungry. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Enjoy, guys. Bye.